guys. Yeah, man, I'm gonna wait for a couple of you all to get in, maybe, and then we're gonna talk about some Rick and Morty. I'm also gonna get some things ready on the side here. So, guys, thank you for being here. Almost 8 billion people in the world, and you are tuning in. But guys, yeah, I am Andy, and I'm going to introduce my co-host here, Voice. Voice, do you want to say hi? Of course I want to say hi, Andy, because, man, let's be real, dude. I'm excited for some Rick and Morty content, man. We haven't done any for a while. Well, buddy, I'm going to be honest with you, dude. It's been really crazy here at Raw Material, Andy, buddy. We've been really working on a lot of stuff, Pokemon, wrestling, all that kind of stuff, bud. So let's be real, man. We've been quite busy here. Well, it's kind of sucks that thing's already kind of open, but hey, that's fine. But all right, guys, we got a couple things we're going to talk about here. We're going to talk about Rick and Morty, of course. We're going to talk about, maybe a little bit about season 8. I can't remember all of the season because I haven't watched it because, we'll talk about that. Well, I've watched it, but I haven't watched it again, at least past the third time, but we'll talk about that. But all right, guys, so welcome to Raw Material, Andy. I'm Andy. Voice, say hello again. Hey, guys, I'm Voice, and I'm going to be over here at the side and make sure Andy, does an amateur over here. All right, guys, so yes, man. Me and Voice are kind of like almost like a Rick and Morty if you really do think about it. He's apparently the smart one, and I'm apparently the, the dumb one. But together, we are an excellent little force here called Raw Material, Andy. All right, guys, so Rick and Morty, what's up, man? Hey, AVG Cads, welcome. I'm glad to see you again. I'm glad you're here. Like and subscribe. Well, you subscribed. You already subscribed. Duh. You know how it is. Andy's brain. I got too many people going up in here, man. Mandy and Voice and all this crap. They've been planning shit. I'm sitting over here just trying to survive at the moment in the real world. And they're all over here planning shit. But all right, guys. So yes, Rick and Morty, man. Okay, so season 8, has been, a couple months out already. As far as I'm concerned, it's hard to talk about Rick and Morty nowadays because there's a lot of controversial stuff with it and a lot of things that happened quite recently still that a lot of people are just still butthurt about, such as the voice actor change. Justin Roiland isn't part of it anymore. So we got these two other guys, I think it's Ian and someone else. I can't remember their names. It's so bad. And this is why you got to do research. Well, buddy, it's not really the point because the point is, the video we're doing here, which is going to be an awesome little thing, guys. We're going to unbox a couple things. The first two things are kind of goofy, but the one I really am excited to unbox here is a Pickle Rick. Of course, let's be real. Pickle Rick. We love that shit. But yeah, guys, as far as the AC is concerned, I want to be real. I felt like there was something really missing in it. I felt like there was a different energy about it. It just was not as Rick and Morty as it was. Let's be real. I think a lot of people have been saying that for a couple seasons, but there was still that feeling of this is Rick and Morty. Now, I'm not saying nothing against the voice actors because personally, I think they're doing a great job. I love what they're doing. And, you got to take a step back, honestly, and think about the fact that these two people had to step up to iconic characters after a guy who already solidified them, not only in vision, but in voice and just our brains too. Them having to take off all that pressure, knowing people were going to be pissed off, knowing people were ever to still give us the characters that we love. Yeah, they may sound a little different, but they're still there. And if it wasn't for those two, who else was going to do it? You know what I mean? So, let's be real, guys. Sometimes voice actors change and we shouldn't get mad about that. At least we get to still have the thing we love because it could have been a Rick and Morty's canceled. Some people say that would have been a blessing, but then we wouldn't have got some certain episodes that were really freaking good. Guys, of course, one of the iconic ones with Pickle Rick and all that. But man, I always talk about that 5th episode of the finale of the 5th season where, evil Morty and the reveal of Rick's backstory and finding out that Mortys are just, it was really good. And I think the problem with this 8th season is we didn't really get any of that, did we? Did we really get anything that really gave us anything from the last season to continue on? Kinda. I'm not sure. I didn't do a lot of theories. Like I said, I only watched the season twice, and I just didn't feel completely like Rick and Morty about it. You know what I mean? Most of the time I'm excited for a new season. Season 8 is probably the first time in a long time I was like, man, I just not that much of excitement. I don't know if anybody shares this with me. Still love the show. Still think it's great. A lot of fucking problems. There are 2 specific episodes I find just completely appalling in the whole thing. But, I'm sure some of you may already know which one that is. That Thanksgiving or that one episode where they, Morty and Summer accidentally create a baby somehow. I don't even remember. I don't even watch that episode. I can't even remember. And then, of course, there's another one that's kind of controversial, so I don't talk about that one because a lot of people seem to like it, but I think it's just overrated. But we ain't gonna go there. One of my favorite episodes, of course, the Vat of Acid. I'm sure anyone else could agree with that one. Of course, they got. I mean, literally the only one that has a title, but the Vat of Acid was fucking amazing, dude. Like very Yellow Jackets, very alive, very cool. I like the whole idea of the whole reset button. You know what I mean? We were just talking about this in the core line video about how if you were presented the option in your life right now, especially if it's not a great one, with a whole other world and everything you can, would you go for it at a price? And what price would you pay to do it? It's crazy to think about that in the Rick and Morty world. There's a lot of these characters that pay the price because of what one scientist did, just one fucking guy, and it's just a domino effect of just crazy shit, but Rick and Morty, man, like I said, season 8 just really was not there for me. So I'm still gonna watch, the other season. However, I don't know what's going to happen because I remember I'm reading a couple articles, so don't take me at my word here, guys, because you know how the internet is about them saying something about Rick and Morty might be done sooner than we think. We might not get 10 seasons after all, blah, 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 blah. We don't freaking know until we actually figure out what's going to happen with, Dan Harmon and the rest of them over there at Adult Swim, how they're going to go through with this thing. But from what it seems like, we're still getting another season, which is great. So that's going to be pretty cool. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first started watching Rick and Morty, the first ever episode I saw was Rick Potion 9, right? Of course, the episode, if you guys don't remember, I'll recap it real quick a little bit. It's when pretty much Morty walks up to Rick and he's like, "Hey, can you create some kind of fucking vial or some type of shit that if I put, make Jessica drink it or whatever, blah blah blah, she'll fall in love with me?" And of course, he does. And of course, he makes something that, pretty much destroys the world and Cronenberg's the world as it is. And then all of a sudden, what blew me away about the show, and for it being my first episode, was I think it was the perfect entry because these two characters blew themselves up in the show. I'm like, well, what the fuck is this? They're dead. Like, what show am I going to watch now, dude? But what is this shit? Like, this is my first episode, guys. Keep in mind, I didn't realize what was going on in the Rick and Morty world because everybody else did. I got in a little bit later. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. Dude, when they pulled through that portal and Morty freaked out about seeing his dead body and Rick started to explain, bro, there's multiple dimensions we can't do this more than one, blah, blah, blah. Dude, that hooked me right there. And of course, his rant about 100 years. 100 years, Rick and Morty, 100 years. Fucking, and the Szechuan sauce thing was fucking, just in general, pretty cool. But all right, guys, so I said something about in this thumbnail. We are going to open up this awesome little pickle Rick here. We're going to open it up. We're going to get on it more when we actually get to it. I'll show you the box and all that. I pretty much showed it to you in the thumbnail. Guys, this is from, I think, Funko. Oh, interesting. Guys, that's another thing. It seems like the Funko company isn't doing very good right now. I don't know. That's a lot. I've been seeing some stuff. Hey, man, it is what it is. But I will say a lot of the stuff that I got from them, if I have to say, has been pretty brilliant, pretty fine for the most part. I mean, most of the time when they ship me stuff, it's exactly what they say it is. And the quality is usually pretty fine for the most part. We're going to find out with this little, this little Rick and Morty here. But guys, I said something about, about a scientist's two best friends. Well, let's think about, Rick, and what he like, of course, alcohol and all that shit, drugs, whatever else. But there are two very main items that this guy always has with him, right? Always has with him. Now, guys, one thing I want to do next year is I want to start probably maybe dressing up as characters during Halloween. Actually on the channel. So one of the things I thought would be cool to get, I probably ain't going to take this out, whatever. I'll just show this guys to you. Was this, they do actually have a replica. It's like a styrofoam fucking whatever of Rick's, fucking laser gun, man. Yes, is one of his best friends. I mean, if you think about it, it saved his life more than his own friends in that show. If you think about it, more than his own family members. And I mean, yeah, dude, when you're traveling dimensions, you don't know what you're going to run into. So it's always good to have a fucking excellent little weapon at your side. Always a very good, excellent one. You got to think of the size of this thing. I mean, honestly, if this is the real life replica, I feel it's a little too big, but still, I mean, it is what it is. And this guy has a coat that can fit anything in it. I swear to God, that dude's coat has the endless bag technology from Harry Potter. I guarantee, I feel like that. If I just offended somebody right there because I just combined Harry Potter and Rick and Morty into one concept, I'm sorry, I don't care. But let's be real, the Wizarding world. Can you imagine Rick going into the, or Morty even in the, oh my God, Morty in the wizarding world. Dude, I need that. Why do I need that? Because I'd be, oh, geez, guys, I don't know. We're going to lose that Slytherin match in Quidditch. Oh, geez, man. It's such a horrible impression. But, of course, guys, the one thing I thought was cool, this thing has been out for a while. And I just finally got my hands on one, which is cool. It was already kind of open to check. I forgot that I had to check it out because I wanted to see if it actually worked. But guys, this thing is pretty cool. It's an actual fucking portal gun. So we'll check this thing out for sure. We'll check this out. Now guys, you know, I am going to tell you right now, you can't actually multi-travel with this thing. So, you know, I'm sorry. I know, guys, it broke my heart too when I, you know, put this thing on my wall and tried to walk through it and almost broke my nose. I know. You know, I wanted to believe that I could time travel with this thing, but no such luck, guys. I'm still working on it. Trial and error. But yeah, guys, this thing is pretty cool. Honestly, it's you know, it is what it is. But here, we'll put it over here. But yeah, guys, it's pretty cool. It does light up. It does do shit, right? Yeah, but the one cool thing I think is about it, but I'm going to turn out the lights real quick, but guys, so give me a minute here, bear with me. I'm going to try to anyway. Okay, guys, so in here, one of the cool things I think is pretty cool about this thing, yeah, you know what? That might be, perfect, is you can actually cast a portal with it, which is pretty freaking cool. It does a little portal sound. It's stupid. I thought it was cool. I don't know. I just, you know. But anyway, guys, yeah, let's portal into the door of Moria there. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, there ain't no Mel on when it comes to Rick, dude. He'll just portal in, okay? That's right. Yeah, see, Rick also in the world there would be pretty crazy. But there you go, guys. We're gonna teleport together, aren't we? No, but guys, that was a pretty cool little deal. I like that thing. But here, guys, I gotta turn this light back on, and then we're gonna go. But I want to show that to you guys. Yeah, just two little things. But yeah, guys, that is exactly, if you think about those two little things right there, man, saved Rick's ass so many times. And you got to think about the fact that, dude, he's just a genius and created it all. I love the idea of being able to teleport with something like it. I mean, just be able to put it in there and just to walk through the portal and just be there. Really freaking cool. The design of it looks freaking just insane. I mean, this is definitely some really crazy shit here. I like it. Yeah, like you said, it lights up. It does this little thing. Of course, a little portal on the wall. That's pretty cool. I don't know, man. I wonder I mean, can you portal yourself? That would be pretty cool. But no, guys, it's a pretty cool little replica thing. It's whatever. It actually does say C-137 on it too. That was something that I thought was a pretty unique little deal. But yeah, guys, maybe here. Look, I'm gonna try it one more time. I don't know. I can't. Doesn't work, guys. Man, imagine if it could, you know, it'd be awesome for me to just get ready for work in 5 minutes, put it on the wall and just go through, you know what I mean? I could just be there instead of having to walk or, you know, risk people's lives in cars and shit. But all right, guys, I like that. Two little goofy things I wanted to open up here. I've had here on the channel for a little bit, but yes, guys, we're going to get into the thing I love the most here. The thing I've been wanting to open up for you guys on here for a little while too. Now, guys, sometimes with the Rick and Morty videos, I try to space them out a lot because honestly, it's kind of hard to make Rick and Morty videos sometimes considering how many people have made them. Guys, yeah, if you see this background, it says PICKLE Multi. Okay, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with the shipping company and why it's spelled wrong, but I think that shit's kind of funny. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't know. But all right, guys, we're going to check out this right here, this little Pickle Rick and Morty little Funko thing there. Yeah, guys, I got some little stuff here in the back. We just opened up this Coraline, just opened up that Bell Dam right there. If you guys know anything about that, there's the Mimic. And of course, we opened these up last time, I believe, on the channel, the Toxic Rick and Morty. That was one of my I'm gonna be honest with you, one of my yeah, I do agree they should have made the handle longer. But yeah, I really like that episode. But of course, almost everybody loved this episode right here. Pickle fucking Rick, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was probably one of the most dumbest, goofiest fucking episodes in the whole thing. But I mean, people really loved it. Yeah, guys, it's pretty cool because it comes with everything. I'm sure some people would tell me not to pull this thing out of the box, but the box is already pretty much damaged and all that. So I'm pretty much just gonna do that anyway. So that's what we're gonna do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set you guys here, and I'm gonna try to pull this thing out, man. And we're gonna go from there. Let's see what's up. Let me see here, Cads. Arcane says, you know what? I have not. I've heard a couple people actually already tell me about it a little bit. I wouldn't mind checking it out. I gotta choose with the busy life schedule I have. It's kind of hard for me to sit down and watch shows. So, but when I do, I can watch them in super speed. So that ain't a problem. But yeah, I might actually check that out. Rick and Morty. Okay, I'm gonna be real. Rick and Morty. It can be very vile sometimes, and there are some episodes that will make you probably be like, "Oh my god." Honestly, you just gotta keep an open mind, honestly, and just realize that it is not. A lot of people say you got to be super smart to watch this show. I disagree. I think you can enjoy this show at any form of intelligence. But yeah, guys. So this is the Pickle Rick. From this Funko company. I'm gonna try to pull some of this out. I can imagine it might be a little loud. Yeah, guys. I'm gonna turn the sound off for just a minute. Ready. Oh, okay, guys. Yeah. Oh my God, that was so freaking loud. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna show you his little accessories first. We are opening up a pickle rig. So, of course, guys, you get these little attachments. Of course, the little bone little deals he made there. I don't know where I just okay. For his wrist right there that he made to just absolutely obliviate those rats down in there. That's pretty cool. Of course, you get this. Of course, that was pretty cool to make a little makeshift thing to fight Mr. Jaguar up in there. I thought that was a pretty cool story. I believe Danny Trejo. I think played him. I'm not 200% sure, but yeah, it's pretty good. I like this. The details really good, guys. It seems like they really definitely pulled this seriously right out of the show. And then of course you get his little mask. The little thing gets put on with his little jet pack or water pack or whatever the hell it is. I mean, I'm sure he has it, multi-purpose, of course. But yeah, dude, really cool. But all right, guys, let's check out. Oh man, okay, so that's pretty cool. So guys, you can actually take him out. You can actually take Pickle Rick out. It is movable. It does move. It does. I mean, it's a little. I mean, really, you can't really move the body and all that, but the legs do move. But it's pretty cool. But yeah, dude. I mean, yeah. But let's check out Mr. Pickle Rick himself. Yeah, guys. I mean, yeah. He's got some blood down here. Rick. There's products for that. You might want to talk to Summer because she could probably help you with that. Yeah, guys, that's probably not the best humor, but it's Rick and Morty. That's the kind of humor you should expect. But yeah, guys, just a pickle. I mean, bro, look, this thing is very provocative, dude. I'm not gonna say what that looks like, but I think you guys can pretty much just, but yeah. Pickle Rick. All right, yeah, but guys, you can put him right in there. Boom. Let's see if we can dress him up a little bit, man. We can put his little rat mask on him. Now that might be a little hard to get on him there. That's a little. I figured that's gonna be a little rough to get on him. All right, so there it is. Yeah, so the mask is a little hard to get on him, but hey, who cares, dude? Let's get this guy going. Let's get him set up. But yeah, guys, I love this. This episode was great. And this Rick and Morty episode, of course, was phenomenal. But yeah, guys. Oh crap. Well, I may have messed up Mr. Pickle Rick's arm here a little bit. It kind of came off. Oh man, Rick, I'm sorry, bro. But yeah, we can fix that. But no, guys, in the gist of it is, to be honest with you guys, when I pulled it out, I kind of was wondering if it actually, you know what, guys? I think I could just pop it right back in there. It's one. Oh, okay, cool. It's one of those. It's one of those that falls off. You can glue it on. All right, cool, guys. But yeah. Pretty freaking cool, dude. I mean, let's be real. I mean, the details a little bit, whatever, but I think this is pretty cool. Design fail. Yeah, I will say that was a little rough there, but a little glue will fix that. I mean, it's fine. It's intact. But then again, it was in the packaging pretty heavy, dude. I think that might have been a little bit of my fault. So we're not going to blame anybody there. It's just a little error, but still a beautiful freaking piece, man. I dig it a lot. Yeah, like I said, guys, this little ordeal here, I think it's pretty funny that actually you get to put this right there. Well, you can't do it with the mask, but you guys got it. Honestly, when I look at this, it's very Predator-like. I feel like that's kind of like what if I mean with the thing on the shoulder, with the making of the weapons out of nowhere, with being a higher being going up against, whatever. But I think the detail in this is very nice. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, you even got your little batteries down here. That's pretty sick. But yeah, I wonder, that would be cool. Now, the only thing I think is that would be really cool is if you could take the battery out and actually put it in there. You probably can. I don't know. I'm gonna have to mess with that. But guys, you better believe I'm gonna do a short on this thing. But yeah, guys, there it was, man. That is the Pickle Rick. But yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, guys, we opened up, like I said, this Toxic Rick over here. But let's put Mr. Pickle Rick over there. I'm sorry, Coraline. You're going to have to, do your thing there. But yeah, guys, pretty nice stuff right there. I like it. Not a bad deal. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. So, yeah, we're going to grab Mr. Pickle Rick here. And we are going to sign out in this video. Yeah, the mask. I will say, guys, the mask is pretty... Once you put it on there, it's kind of hard to get off, so be careful with pulling that off if you ever do get one of these, if you can, because I don't know anymore. I don't know. As far as how much I paid for it, guys, not 100% sure. I can't really remember. But yeah, it's still a pretty cool thing. But all right, guys, let's turn this around and let's get her going. But all right, so... Yeah, guys, Voice also usually comes in and does this one, but he's preparing another video. We're going to probably start some Pokemon Crystal here in a little bit. Yes, we're doing a Pokemon game here. But guys, Pickle Rick, man, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a nice little action figure, nice little thing to have. As far as maybe me taking it out of the box, I probably shouldn't have, but who cares? Because you know what? It doesn't matter. I mean, it's not like I'm going to, whatever. But, yeah, guys, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Like I said, you get the, the bunny mask and all that, or the bunny mask, the rat mask and all that. As far as the episode, guys, I love the episode. Obviously, it was a great episode. Everybody loved the episode. I mean, I remember... For almost probably a month, maybe even 2 months straight, of just seeing Pickle Rick of going into bars and pickle shots of, going into stores and just Pickle Rick fucking everywhere, man. So Pickle Rick is now here on Raw Material Andy. No, guys, seriously, I hope you enjoyed the little thing, the little gun and the little portal gun thing. So that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. But yeah, guys, Pickle Rick here, man. As I drop shit, let's be real, I'm a fumbler. But all right, guys, so yeah, Pickle freaking Rick, man. Like I said, looks really nice. Like I said, the only thing I really wish is that you could take out at least one of these batteries and put it up in there. But it's still a phenomenal piece, guys. Nonetheless, like I said, it does move. It's very limited. But yeah, it's one of those pieces you probably want to just, set up somewhere and just, keep nice and safe and just, look at and have a good time with it. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. We're going to get off here. Guys, yeah, I'm sorry if I may have upset somebody about, how I felt about season 8. Like I said, guys, I feel like something is there's some kind of energy or something missing, in Rick and Morty that was even there in season 7. So I don't know. Maybe season 8, there's going to be a reason for that. Maybe there's some kind of explanation of why it didn't feel that way. Cause I'm not the only one who said that. There's a lot of people I know that like Rick and Morty. And they say kind of the same thing. Like, yeah, it does feel like Rick and Morty wasn't so Rick and Morty in season 8. Are we still going to watch it? You better believe I'm still going to watch it. I'm going to probably do what I always do when I find out the season's coming out. I try to plan it to where I can watch all the seasons before, get caught up on the lore again, and go from there and hope that we have a phenomenal season 9. Guys, I had a good time with this video. I really did. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, sorry if it wasn't as whatever. But yeah, I got some other videos that are coming up and stuff like that. Yeah, guys, man, this is Raw Material Andy. Like and subscribe. Check out some stuff we got here on the channel. We don't just talk about Rick and Morty. Hell, we just literally, before this video, literally opened up a Coraline and opened up a Beldam. Here, let me show you guys this piece because I love it too much not to. But yeah, we opened up this piece. So guys, there's plenty here on the channel. Go check it out. Have a good time with it. But guys, I hope you had a good time opening up this Pickle Rick with me, man. I really enjoyed it. I liked it. It's pretty cool. And like I said, it looks great. So yeah, guys, that's all we have here for, Raw Material Andy on Rick and Morty this time around. But yeah, guys, I haven't heard any announcements about season 9 yet, if there even is going to be one, because like I said, I see different things sometimes about it, you know, whatever, because you never know when a show could get canceled or when just, you know, something could happen or, you know, when something gets delayed. So guess we'll keep our ears out, won't we? But yeah, guys, totally fun. Totally love the pickle Rick. Yeah, so you know what, guys, I'm gonna try to find some other stuff here for Rick and Morty to maybe open up a new channel. Guys, you know what? I am thinking about, you know, I want to hear maybe your advice on this. Maybe your maybe how you would feel about maybe going through Trover Saves the Universe. I've been wanting to do some gaming for Rick and Morty, and Trover Saves the Universe would be a good place to start, of course. Of course, there's the other one I think called Half-Life or whatever. I'm going to put this guy down because apparently he is disintegrating. Apparently, the only thing that didn't come with this is the pickle juice syringe. So I'm sorry, Rick, that you're falling apart, bro. But I mean, I don't have your syringe, guys. So, you know, Pickle Rick, it's been a good run. And buddy, I know I'd say not go to the light. I'm rubbing a pickle. I'm rubbing a pickle. What is happening here? This has got weird, didn't it, Rick? Yeah, it got weird. Okay, but it's okay. Just go to the light, Rick. Yeah, he's deteriorating, guys. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, but no, guys, seriously, I'm excited for what's gonna happen with the future of Rick and Morty. Of course, there's merchandise everywhere. But guys, yeah, seriously, I would love to play Trover Saves the Universe for you guys again. I've already played it on here when I first started the channel. But it came out really shitty. So, yeah, guys, just let me know how you feel about Trover Saves the Universe. We might get that thing started probably at the beginning of next year or sometime next year. And then after that, just let me know. So, all right, guys, we're going to have plenty more Rick and Morty here. I'm trying to figure out what I'd like to do. Like I said, games would be cool. You know, and we'll keep an eye out on what happens with season 9. And you know, guys, I am going to go back through eventually and maybe the older seasons and give you guys an idea of how I felt about them. Maybe do like a bit of a breakdown or a review of, you know, some of Rick and Morty and give you my actual thoughts on how I feel about some things. Maybe some philosophical or metaphorical things that I see, or maybe some of the things in my own life that reflects into the world that is Rick and Morty. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. A lot of people have done that, but I think it would be cool for here on Raw Material Andy. And don't forget, I got voice. So we can have a lot of fun with that. All right, guys, this has been Raw Material Andy, Rick and Morty, Pickle Rick. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully I see you in the next one. And guys, do not forget, Pickle Morty, okay? Because I'm going to be honest with you, dude. Look, man, when you guys order things, just make sure you double check things because that thing before I ordered it said Rick and Morty, but not so much anymore. So, all right, guys. Anyway, love you guys. See you in the next one. And yeah, man, wubba lubba dub dub, you know? All right, cool. Cool.